I've made $46,436 in the month of April. Here's the exact strategy that I used to make this money and how you can use this strategy so you can start to make some money as well. So first things first, let's do a little breakdown on my results. So I started the month negative $46. That was due to fees. It was like a small break-even trade I had. And then I had a $4,000 win. Then I had another $4,000 win. Then I had a big $11,000 win, which brought me up 24,000. Bam, 8,000. I'm up 32,000, up 35,000. Then I had another big win, up 42,000, and then I had a little win. So I am now at $46,000. And you guys can see I have not lost a trade so far this month. I have 100% winning trades. I've taken 8 total trades. And the real thing that I want you guys to pay attention to here is this chart, right? So this is the profit and loss per time of day. So at 9:30 a.m., actually let me move this down so you guys can see this a little bit. At 9:30, I have made $23,000, and at 10:30, I've made $19,500. So collectively, in the hour between 9:30 and 10:30, I have made over $40,000, and this was a fluke. This was a trade that I took due to some news that was coming out, so this wasn't really based on my technical strategy, but this is important, guys. I always tell you all, the most important thing when you are trading is having a plan. What time are you starting to trade and what time do you stop trading? I trade between 8:30 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and as you can see, this is one of the reasons that I'm able to find so much success, because I'm constantly opening my computer at the same exact time, looking for the same exact setups. There's no guesswork. When I open the computer, I know exactly what I'm looking for. So these are my results so far. $46,000 in the month of April, not bad at all. So now I'm going to show you the exact strategy that I'm using. So let's go over to the charts. So first things first, the strategy that I'm using is based on liquidity. What liquidity is an important area on the chart. So all liquidity means is that this is an area where there's lots of buyers and sellers around. So when price reaches this area, it's likely to have a big move. So we are betting that we are going to be correct on the move. So for example, right here, this is the New York Open, right? So this blue session is the New York session, this is Asia session, and this is London session. What we are doing is we are looking at the highs, lows, and opens of these sessions, because these are where the banks place their orders. These are where the big players place their orders. So as you can see right here, this was a trade that I took this week. This was off the New York Open. So this was a break and retest setup. So all I was doing was I was waiting for price to break above this New York Open. And then once it broke above, I said that I was looking for a retest. So we got the retest. Retest just means retouch. So don't overcomplicate, guys. Retest, all retest means is retouch. It's not some complicated thing, it just means retouch. So we touched the level again. I placed my entry right at the top of this zone. Bam, I got in. I got 35 points on that trade for a 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio, which is quite nice. That trade made me about $4,000. And then the next setup I took, which was literally the next day, was a break and retest setup, the exact same setup, but instead of to the upside, I took it to the downside. So I waited for price to break below, waited for my retest, bam, took my entry, got out. That trade made me around $11,000. I was risking a little bit more on that trade, so that was a very nice trade. So my total profit for this week has been $15,000, which is not bad at all. And just so you guys know, this was not always my life. About 5 years ago, I was working as a busboy. I was learning how to trade, and I was in probably the worst period of my life. I would literally go in the bathroom while I was working my busboy shift, and I would be looking at TradingView, I'd be looking at Coinbase, and when I started trading, I was not profitable at all. I was losing a lot of money, so I was losing money, and as you guys know, a busboy is not a high-paying career, so I was losing money trading, and I wasn't making much money during my busboy phase, so it was a really rough time for me. But the one thing that helped me is I knew eventually I would see success. I knew that trading could be a real thing. There was points in my life where I was even doubting if trading could be a real thing, but I stuck with it. I talked to people who knew a lot more than I did about trading. I had a family member who was a very, very, very important trader at a large investment bank. So he was able to give me that confidence that yes, trading can actually work. I stuck with it, and fast forward through a lot of hard times, I started making money. I started making money slowly but surely, and then I continued to scale it up, and here we are now. So just know if you're watching this and it seems super far away that somebody's making 46 grand in 2 weeks, I was there. I was exactly where you are, and I'm here to tell you that it's possible. I don't do this to brag. I don't do this to flex or any of that shit. I just do this to show you guys that it's possible, because when I was in my dark phase, the one thing that kept me going was watching videos just like this and seeing that it is possible, seeing what my life will look like and what my profit will look like once I actually master the skill. So I just wanted to put that in there so you guys don't think that this is like some overnight success story, because it's not. This is years and years of hard work. And it paid off. It definitely paid off. But the main thing that I want you guys to understand with my strategy is how systematic it is. You guys can see right here that I have a New York low marked out. So as we talked about in the beginning of the video, this is a very important area of liquidity. So what do we expect to happen around important areas of liquidity? We expect price to make a big move. Bam, what do we have there? Big move up. So if you were using my strategy, what you would have done is you would have had this marked out, and you would have had in your mind that when price approaches this level, you are going to try to take longs because you are anticipating a bounce. When we're looking at lows, we are trying to play bounces, and when we're looking at highs, we are trying to play rejections, right? So an example of a rejection would be something like this. We have this high right here, price reaches this high again, rejects, right? So another example would be this high, we reject. There's countless examples of my strategy working. I'm not gonna overwhelm you with just more and more examples of my strategy working. But I do want to show you guys just the power and the accuracy of what can happen when you finally find a strategy that actually works. And you can see right here, we have this Asian low, we bounced perfectly off of that as well. And then we also had this gap that we created, which I don't have marked out right now because we already tested it, but we had an opening gap. Price filled the opening gap, rejected right at the midpoint. So the accuracy is really, really, really there. And for me, knowing how accurate my strategy is helps me make a lot of money, because when I first started, I was not confident in my strategy, guys. I had zero confidence in it, but now I actually have confidence. And I'm real quick, I'm gonna show you some examples of some other people using this strategy, just so you guys can see that the strategy does not just work for me, it works for everybody who uses it. So real quick, let's go through some examples. So this was the day that I showed you I took the first trade. So my man Banana made $888. He actually took, or $880. He took the same trade as me. He said he's been green for almost 2 weeks now. So he's literally taking the same trade as me. So, obviously he's going to be green because I'm green and he's in the Discord. So he's getting access to the exact setups that I'm taking. So he's green. Adrian's doing well. Adrian's a young guy. I believe Adrian's only like 16 or 17 and he's absolutely crushing it. So good stuff, Adrian. If you're watching this, keep it up, my man. My man Joffrey, he caught the exact same break and retest that I caught. Remember, I was just showing you guys that right there. That was the first trade on the 15th, the one that I took to the upside. He made 978 bucks. Boom, I love money. He's making some money, so he's practicing what he's preaching. Good stuff, my man. Calabrese, he took that same trade that I took. He made $987. Mikey made $1,666 bucks off of the break and retest to the upside. So you guys can see that the people who are in the premium community get access to my complete strategy. They get access to all the trades I'm taking. So for example, on the 15th, I showed them that I was looking for a break and retest to the upside. Once we got it, I sent it and I showed my profit, and then they also were making money, right? You guys can see they took the same break and retest to the upside. This is literally the same trade. So it's cool to see, right? That's the same exact trade. Cass, $1,100. This is great, right? So I really want to show you guys this. If you're somebody who is struggling with a funded account, one of the main things we focus on in premium is helping people not only pass their funded accounts, because that's one thing, but actually get payouts. We want you guys to start earning money as quick as possible, right? Because when you guys start earning money, it helps everybody, right? You guys become a testimonial, you guys become a success story, so it helps the business, it helps inspire other people, so it's great. So shout out to my man Alex right here. He's been absolutely crushing it. Alex is in the premium community, and he actually is part of my coaching program as well. So he's getting one-on-one mentorship from me, and he's getting his trades reviewed every single day, and he got a payout, right? $2,000 approved. That's his name. Can't fake that. So good stuff, Alex. That money is literally wired to his bank account. So when he sees that email come in, that $2,000 is wired to his bank. Quentin making some money. Very, very nice. This is awesome. So remember how I told you guys I took the break and retest to the downside? Right there. That was a trade that I made $11,000 on. My man AJ also made some money, right? He took that exact same trade. Spartan took the exact same trade. Remember guys, I'm literally giving all the people in the community access to the exact setups that I'm taking. So Spartan was able to make $1,500 there off the exact same trade, break and retest to the downside. I just showed you guys it. Tony also took that. Tony took the break and retest to the downside, same exact trade, like literally the same executions as me. He made $892. The reason that everybody's making a little bit different amounts of money is because everybody's trading with different capital, right? So some people are trading with more money, some people are trading with less money. And then we also have David. David trades NQ, and David has a little bit different of a trading style for me. So what David does is he sends out exact signals with entry and exit. You guys can see right here, he sent a signal right there. Bam, signal hit for 100 points. So David's really helpful because I'm a scalp trader. So I'm only in trades for like 5 to 15 minutes. David is in trades usually like, I don't know, an hour, 3 hours. So if you're somebody who's working a job, which a lot of people are, you're able to check your phone, take one of David's signals, and then make some money, right? Like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's like nice $2,300 right there. So really good stuff. And AJ continues to crush it. AJ is up $5,000 this week. Good stuff, man. AJ is also a part of my coaching program, so he's getting access to me one-on-one, and I'm helping him. I'm coaching him up on his strategy. But great stuff. Yeah. So that's what we do in the premium community, right? I'm just going to give you guys a quick walkthrough. We have the premium chat, which is like a general chat. We're talking about taxes. We're talking about all the fun stuff. Futures chat, which is a chat about futures. Options, talk about options. Then we have the crypto chat, which is crypto. Meme chat, meme coins. We do have meme coin signals from time to time. And then we have the daily watch list, which is where we give key levels that we're looking for on SPY and on QQQ. I have my game plan, which is what I showed you, where I tell you guys my setups. Options alerts, we're giving you guys option signals. And then we have the crypto alerts section. And then we have crypto education, crypto news, sentiment trades, which is where we send, longer term trades. David's alerts, I showed you guys that. That's the future signals. And then we have Steele's alerts, which is crypto perpetual signals. Luca's alerts, crypto swing trades. Then we have some course content for you all to go through. And we have the live stream lounge, which is where I go live. You guys can ask me questions. We can just talk. And I'm always in the chat. You guys can see I'm quite active in these chats. So if you guys want to talk to me, just come say what's up. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little review of really, 1, how I made the money, 2, what's going on inside of the community. Just being 100% honest with you all, trading is, in my opinion, the best job in the world. I can make money from my laptop, anywhere, anytime. I can also choose not to trade. I have complete freedom. But with that being said, trading is one of the hardest things to master. And when I first started, I struggled a ton. I was hopping from Discord to Discord. I had like 5 different mentors. I was, trusting all these gurus, and a lot of these gurus did not have my best interest in their mind. They were just focused on making a quick buck. So I'm letting you guys know, this is a journey, and it's not necessarily going to be easy. But when you have these kind of resources, when you have the ability to follow profitable traders every single day, when you have the ability to learn my exact strategy, when you have the ability to see the exact trades that I'm taking before I get in, and literally just track every single thing that I'm doing, so you are able to see what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, you're able to constantly receive profitable information. This makes it a lot easier, and this also allows you to actually follow steps, because if you're just trying to trade without following anything, you're lost. You are completely lost. So that's why I built this community. I built this community because when I first started trading, I was in a lot of different Discords. A few of them were really, really good, and they helped me a ton, and most of them were a complete scam. So I wanted to give you all every single thing that I wish I had at the start of this journey. And to show you all how confident I am literally putting my reputation on the line by giving you a no risk guarantee. So if you join premium, I am giving you a 1-month agreement between me and you that if you don't like it and if you're not profitable, I'll give you a refund, right? I'll give you a full refund if you are not able to make money, and if you don't like it for, whatever, if you're not feeling it, I will give you a full refund. So I'm putting my reputation on the line. If you put in the work and if you follow the alerts, if you do what you're supposed to do and you are not seeing results, you'll get a refund. So there is literally no risk for you to join. The reason I am doing the refund guarantee is not so I can make extra money. It's because I am so confident, so confident that you all are gonna love this. I mean, you can see everybody's in here making money. So I am so confident that you're gonna join and make money that I'm willing to give you that no risk guarantee, because I know that a lot of you are probably a little, nervous, or you don't trust me, or you don't trust something or whatever, but I am putting my reputation on the line, and I'm giving you a no-risk guarantee. So right now, if you join Premium, there is literally no risk to you. Because if you join and you start making money, which is what's going to happen, you're going to be making money, and we're all going to be cool. If you join and for whatever reason you don't make money, you get your money back. So there is a no-risk guarantee, and hope to see you inside. Let's make some money.